Most people think the cheapest car insurance in Texas automatically means the best deal. But the truth? That company that's cheapest for your friend in Dallas could cost you hundreds more in Houston. But you also clicked on this video to find the best car insurance in Texas, not just the cheapest. And wait till you see what car insurance company won 8 out of 10 companies. It's not who you expect. By the way, I'm Mark, a licensed insurance producer from MoneyGate.com, and we analyzed millions of quotes of thousands of zip codes in Texas. We looked at customer satisfaction ratings with JD Power, customer complaints filed to the NAIC. So these are ratings based on facts, not just opinions or ads on the web. Let's start with the clear winner. State Farm is the best car insurance company overall in Texas. It dominates 8 out of 10 categories, everyone from young drivers to seniors to those who have a speeding ticket. Here's why. They're not just affordable, they average $93 a month for a full coverage policy, but they also have one of the best agent networks in the state. That means you're not just talking to a chat bot when you want to file an insurance claim or adjust your policy. You're talking to someone who's personal and knows your name.
I never forget a name.
But there's one group of drivers that State Farm doesn't serve as well, and that's where our next pick comes in. If you're on a tighter budget and want a fully digital experience, Geico is your best bet. They average $112 a month for a full coverage policy, so a little more expensive than State Farm, but they have one of the best mobile digital apps for insurance in the industry. Yeah, they're not perfect. Customer service ratings are a little bit below State Farm, but if you're looking for convenience and you're a low-income driver looking for good coverage and a lower price tag, Geico is a good bet in Texas. However, if your credit score isn't ideal, Geico's rates might sting a little. That's where our next recommendation comes in. Progressive might not be the cheapest. In fact, they're one of the most expensive for a full coverage policy in Texas at almost $150 a month, but they make up for it with flexibility. Between their Snapshot program, the deductible savings bank, and their coverage for rideshare drivers, Progressive has one of the widest coverage menus in the industry. And they also rank top in the state for customer service. So yeah, you're paying more upfront, but if you're rebuilding credit and want to use a digital tech-focused app like Progressive Snapshot to save money based on your driving habits, Progressive is the way to go. But before you jump into a quote, here's the twist. The best company for you personally might not be any of those 3 companies. Let's figure out how. Here's the truth. Affordable rates is a big part about what makes a company the best for you. And rates are different for every driver, for every company. They can depend on your zip code, your age, even the car you drive. So before you pick one, let's walk through how to find your best fit step by step. The easiest way to overpay for car insurance is not knowing what you actually need. If you drive an older car with maybe value less than $5,000, you might only need liability-only insurance. But if you have a newer car or you finance your car purchase, you might want full coverage that adds comprehensive and collision and protects damage to your car, but it's going to be more expensive. Also, most Texans qualify for way more discounts than they realize. One of the most obvious ones is a home and auto bundle discounts, where you can have real savings with telematics programs like Progressive Snapshot or State Farm's Drive Safe and Drive. And if you're young, get good grades or take a defensive driving course. Both of these things can shave dozens or hundreds of dollars off your policy. But that's nothing compared to step 3, because the next one can save you hundreds of dollars without changing your coverage at all. Now, when you're shopping and comparing quotes, make sure you compare identical coverage limits. One company might look cheaper than the other, but if you haven't added uninsured motorist coverage or collision coverage, you're not comparing apples to apples. Use both independent agents and the individual company websites. You'd be surprised how quotes can differ depending on your source. And if you really want to get ahead, this next step is where most drivers fall behind, even the savvy ones. Car insurance policies in Texas change constantly because of risks, storms, inflation, even the risk code ratings that insurers apply to zip codes can change year to year. So make sure to shop again every 6 months or every year and see if other cheap options are out there. That's the best way to say it. So here's the bottom line. State Farm is the best overall insurer for most drivers in Texas. Geico is best for low-income drivers who want to save. And Progressive is best for those with poor credit or those who need flexibility in their coverage options. But the best car insurance company isn't who tops our list. It's about who's the best fit for you. So make sure you go and compare multiple quotes and make these companies compete for your business. Compare personalized quotes across every major insurer at moneygeek.com. The link's in the description. And please like and subscribe if you want to hear more about car insurance rates and analysis in Texas and other parts of the country.